We have so few problems in this country that actually people here, maybe from these buildings, are suing the building here for taking away the sunlight. Because of this building, they don't have the sun, as much sun. So somebody here actually had the brilliant idea of approaching a lawyer about suing this multi-million-dollar building, luxury building. You see that elevator going down? It has all sorts of gadgets. It's like super modern, ultra modern apartment building where each apartment there is worth the same as an apartment in the heart of Manhattan. So they're going to sue because they don't have enough sun, you know? I don't know. If I didn't think I lived in Chelem, the village of fools, this has to be the lawsuit of the century, to actually sue a building for blocking the sun. What else are they going to do? You know, why don't they sue the sidewalk from being dirty? That would be better. Instead of looking at the building, why don't they look, there's broken glass, there's garbage, there's trash, and they're actually suing a building. Not that I'm complaining. Just found out I participated in a poetry slam just before the corona, and somebody called Evan filmed it. If you listened, if by chance, by miracle, you watch this, he filmed the whole thing, and I asked for a copy, and he was going to send it to my email. Never got it. Have no idea what he did with the videos. All I know is that I made a pretty big effort. It was like 5 minutes of me talking, and I gave a nice little comedy act and no video of it. I gave it to somebody to film, and this is the second time I make a mistake of giving it to trusting the kindness of strangers, and apparently the guy was completely drunk. Funny enough, the show was called Punch Drunk Love or something, and the guy didn't film it. He filmed exactly 20 seconds of my show. 20 seconds of my show where I gave like my everything, whether it's incorporating song and movement and comedy. And of course, I didn't get a good point. And who got the points? Girls that recited lousy poetry without any sort of logic, nothing except that it was silly and stupid and embarrassing. Because if you weigh like 100 kilograms, you shouldn't be talking about having affairs with Israeli guys and quoting curses in Hebrew. So my act was really good, I think. It was about money and how we're being brainwashed that money is so important when you pick a husband, and how at the end you find out that mother was right, because it's really hard to make a living, especially in this country. God knows who can afford to live there, except people that had government jobs, that, all kinds of public figures. But you know what? You couldn't pay me enough to live in a place like this. Because, like, who wants to live high up in an apartment where everybody's a millionaire? And, my experience is, if you want, like, people to be nice to you, you don't go to live with millionaires, because they're not going to invite you. They're not going to put all their food on the table like my experience was with very poor people that just are so generous. So, sorry millionaires, but you haven't proved yourself as generous. I just got a call from an animal rights organization because I signed a petition against live shipments to Israel. I don't know, Israel imports meat. I wouldn't call it meat, I would call it animals, poor helpless animals from Australia. And they put them on ships, as if we didn't have the Holocaust, as if Jews were not treated like subhuman and treated, unfortunately, like cows and sheep. Then in modern Israel, we do a horrific act of importing sheep from Australia because it's cheaper. Oh, and that's actually kosher. We ignore all the rules of being humane to animals and all these things that says on the Torah, and we just pick and choose, don't we? So this animal rights woman calls me and I say to her, blah, 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 thank you for signing the petition. Thank you. We do so much and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I can see how much you do. I can see that because like nothing gets moved really. Unless there's a rich person up there. This is, I think, not just in Israel, it's in every country. If there's a politician with a lot of money, things are going to change. If they like animals, things are going to move towards animals. If they don't, the animals are screwed. Excuse my French, part of my French. So do I really want to, like she calls me at like 9 o'clock at night and like I know what she wants. She wants money. And this was what my comedy act was about. It's the connection between money and love and everything. It's like money, just say money. Just don't waste my time. Just say, I want money. And then I can slam the phone. So I just said to her, this poor speech that didn't make me happy. All about like, really, what do you want from me? So I signed a petition. Does that give you the right to call me constantly and ask money from me? I signed a petition that I don't agree to torture animals. It doesn't mean that I'm going to donate money to you. And I don't know where the money goes to. And I don't think that woman who calls me is a volunteer. If she did, I'm sorry then. But so many people work in non-profit, quote unquote, but they make a profit. How is that possible? It's because a lot of that money that you donate goes to their salaries and they don't earn